Ready to receive messages from your future self? Let's begin. Ooh. What are you running away from, pile 2? See, your higher self, or your future self rather, if you think you can fool your future self, or you can blind your future self from not seeing that which you are doing in the present, you are mistaken. For your future self is as divine as the goddess. She is as omniscient and as omnipotent as the goddess. There is something that you ought to be doing, and yet you are not. You know there is something which is not in alignment with the path of the light, with the path of all good that there is. And there is a sense of ought. You ought to leave the path of darkness. You ought to return to the path of lightness rather than away from it. Even if that means risking unconventionality, pile 2. In matters of light, in matters of integrity, in matters of heart, be confident to not conform to the norm if the norm is not right. This is a time to heed to the yearnings of your heart. This is the time to separate yourself from toxic energies, or energies that are, and that you know too, somewhere you know too, are not for your highest good. They do not serve the path of the light. You're being beckoned, your future self, is beckoning you to return to the path of light as soon as possible, because it's the future self, it's your future self. If you continue to remain on the path that you're walking on in the present moment, chances are you'll entangle yourself more with the forces of dark. And you don't want that. This person here does not want that, but is still scared to simply get up and leave. It's not always easy, pile 2, to get up and leave, but sometimes we need to. And you simply need to be diplomatic about it. You don't need to burn bridges. Simply be diplomatic, cite a reasonable reason, and leave. Your future self is actually asking you to step into your higher self. Sometimes it's interpreted that your future self is asking your present self to move out of your lower self. That is your self which is moved by lower vibrational energies such as fear, such as regret, guilt, inadequacy, uncertainty of what's going to happen, and basically sticking to the status quo because of fear of rejection, because of fear of being left alone. Your future self is coming to you in the present to let you know that you are wiser than this. You are a better person than this. Allow the light from your heart, allow the light from within to guide you back to the right path for you. where you are treading presently is not the right path for you. And the right path, which is for you, does not require you to operate in such a state of tension and nervousness and constant fear. Some of you who have tuned into pile 2 could be really experiencing toxic workplaces, which is really overloading your sympathetic nervous system, pile 2. It's affecting your liver. This is not the kind of energy you're meant to be in. An ideal workplace for you, or it could be other places for you, could be a family place or a neighborhood, take it how it resonates. The ideal place for you is going to be where you are self-assured in your abilities, where you don't have to constantly be in a vigilant mode because you're suspicious of others' intentions, of trying to always protect yourself from harm brought on by others. No. The ideal energy where you're meant to thrive is where respect and dignity and regard is accorded to you naturally because of who you are as a human being. And you have a beautiful heart. You have a heart of gold. You are so generous, I can see. You have true knowledge and true earned wisdom from your experience. You will thrive in a place where people look up to you, and you in return are going to overflow with generosity, not only of your resources. I not only speak about money or other tangible resources, but I also speak about the wisdom of experience. You are meant to live your dream in order to empower and enable others to live theirs. You share your treasure of resources, but also the treasure of your know-how of, hey, what can you do, or what should you be doing to attain your dreams? You're meant to be in an energy not of fear and suspicion, but a very relaxed sphere where you can be comical, where you can be jocular, utilize humor to inspire people around you. Wow, pile 2, this is really powerful. Your future self is actually coming through to give you some serious advice, some serious motivation to change the trajectory you're presently on, if this resonates for you, because in the future, what you may want will not be there because you're not following the right path. Now let's go ahead and upturn all your cards. My dear one, I see how the ways of the world have gotten to you. I see how they have conditioned you to give precedence to your brains over your heart. And in your moment of weakness, you have let it. And as a result, although your troves are full of worldly treasures and materialistic pleasures, I witness a consistent deriding of your heart. As your brain takes precedence, becomes more and more prominent, your heart retreats more and more within you. And if you continue to walk on this path, one day you will realize that when you require your heart's compass the most, you would have lost it into the darkness, and it would become inaccessible to you. I require you to retreat, dear one. Why do you try so hard? Why do you push so hard when you know your heart is not agreeing to the path you are currently on? If you do not heed to the wise counsel of your heart, you're steadily walking towards a stage of burnout. You'll run out of your body's physical resources. It can only endure as much. You'll run out of your body's mental and spiritual resources. They can fight with your heart's conscience as much. It is better to fail a flawed system rather than failing yourself. Don't fail us, dear one. You are meant for greater things. You are a better person. Rest if you have to. Take a break, take a pause. Take some time off to really contemplate what it is that you want next. But most importantly, redirect your attention to the weariness of your heart, which has been away from the path of light for so long. It is withering. It requires rest. Reinvigorate your heart. Once you're able to revive your tired heart, dear one, you will be able to both see and pursue objectives, aims, and ambitions that are of greater and of purer intent than the ones which you are pursuing right now in your present moment. You have been gifted with a blessed heart, a pure heart, and hence it's only going to be beautiful, pure things, motivation for attaining something good, something benevolent, helping someone, projects of kindness, projects of healing the earth that are going to be the source of your true fulfillment. Make such goals to be worthy of your while. And as you do so, you will start finding, refinding, and rediscovering greater and deeper access to the powers of your heart. Once you're able to identify and prioritize projects that feel good to you, that contribute something meaningful to the world, is where you will truly start healing yourself. When you start looking after things that are good, the entire universe coordinates to look after you. Your mission is to try and bring heaven to earth, heavenly values to earth, and not the other way around. Right now, you are caught up in the worldly maze. I wish for you to exit. This is not your battle. Come back to that place of healing, of true abundance, true stability, which you know you have experienced within the comfort of ethics and moral values. Come home to family. Come home to your traditional values. There is prosperity They're enough to sustain you and generations after you. You need to rekindle, dear one, the fire of creativity within you. Creativity is the spark which reignites the heart to its passions. Where have your hobbies gone? Your likes? Things that you were enthusiastic about? Where have they been lost? It's time to take a stand and bring them back in. You had a gift. You had a gift with nature. You had a way with nature, a way with the animals. You know the nature is more powerful and is not to be treated the way that maybe the corporation you're engaged with right now is treating. You know, nature is above us all. Why do you want to let go of that gift? I require you to reclaim your natural gifts. The earth, the nature, the trees, the soil, the animals that walk on it will help you heal. But most importantly, be confident. Confidently claim your gifts. So what if they're not conventional? You're not meant to be conventional. You're meant to be a leader who inspires, who leads from the heart. If you choose to step into your power, pile 2, you're meant to be a transformational leader. You're meant to show others. Leadership is not only about stamping out the weak. Leadership is about enabling and empowering the weak. You are meant to reorient and realign organizations or authority or power to more moral and ethical organizational goals wherever you are or wherever you choose to be. Now, for some of you, this could also be pertaining in the sphere of your relationships because I have divine counterparts here. There is the Shah and the Malika of coins. So if this message applies to your relationship sphere, take it how it goes for you. In terms of signs, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Wow, this has been a very direct reading for you, pile 2. I do sure hope, as advised by your future self, you do heed to your heart's counsel ultimately. Give a thumbs up to this video if this was helpful to you at all. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, be good. Bye.